Welcome to the podcast. It's been named one of the very best in marketing research. This is Research Business Daily Report, the industry's only daily research video blog. And it's made possible by RBDR's exclusive community at the crowdfunding platform, patreon.com/RBDR. I'm Bob Lederer. For more than 25 years, a respected voice in market research. Welcome to RBDR episode number 46 in the series Market Research in the COVID-19 era. Now remember that the goal of this series is to author actionable knowledge that is simultaneously transferable to our viewers. And our guest on episode 46 is Alex Colao. He's an EVP at MFour. He reveals that consumers are beginning to settle in with some of the coronavirus-driven changes in their everyday lives. And many of them say that many of these changes are going to become permanent. Further, Colao has led to a business solution using a new research tool, which he's going to share with you today. And Alex explains.
And mobile. Even before the COVID-19 outbreak, consumers were migrating to mobile behavior. You saw it in 2019, which was the first year that consumers used their phones more than they watched TV. In 2019, also $50 billion was spent with online grocery shopping worldwide. And obviously, there have been some notable changes in recent months. While we know that the COVID-19 outbreak may be temporary, there's a huge percentage of consumers telling us that their effects are going to change their behavior forever. The good news for brands is that consumers are liking the new experiences that they're having. We ran research recently through MFour's app Surveys on the Go, and it showed that 73% of consumers are buying through apps. 30% of people using grocery apps today are actually new users this year. So you've seen a lot of new behavior as a result of COVID-19. 52% of those new users said that they downloaded the app specifically due to COVID-19 related concerns with contactless delivery or contactless pickup. Of current delivery app users, 53% of people said that they expect to increase their usage over the next month. And these behaviors are really sticky, long-term behaviors that we're seeing change. 79% of people in this study say that they plan to continue online ordering at heightened levels after the pandemic is over. Taking a bit of a different angle to what we're seeing, in 2019, online buying accounted for 16% of all retail sales, which totaled $602 billion. Even with expected retail sales down in 2020, that percentage and total will both rise notably. The shift in consumer behavior is mandating researchers to use new tools. Almost every brand client I speak with is asking for observed consumer data in real time. The industry knows the tools for collection have changed, and they're asking for vendors and suppliers to provide it to them. A huge question I'm hearing right now related to observed behaviors is what other trends are going to be maintained once shelter-in-place mandates are lifted. If we go back to that Surveys on the Go project, 79% of people who said they anticipate using restaurant and grocery delivery apps think their usage will be as or more often as they are at present once the outbreak ends. Think about that. That's a massive statistical shift for retailers and manufacturers to digest about future behaviors. Over 75% of consumers surveyed within hours of their ordering experience from a third-party app told us they were satisfied or extremely satisfied with their experience. In terms of how that's changing research, being able to survey consumers immediately after using a website or app is the emerging wave of experience research, really talking to respondents in the moment, right after someone has that point of emotion experience using a website or an app. As one example of what MFour is helping clients do, one of the largest entertainment firms in the world is struggling to gain adoption of their new online streaming service. We're working with them to connect with consumers immediately after they stop using any competitor's streaming app or website, talking to them about their experience, awareness of other streaming services, and reasons for use of one versus the other. That timeliness of being able to interact with consumers right after an experience provides clients with a raw system one emotional frame of feedback from a consumer on why that streaming service was used, something that they can use to increase adoption of their offering. We're also using real-time digital event-triggered surveys to help restaurants with their well-documented shift to third-party ordering. That shift was breaking out even before coronavirus, but the difficulties of the disease have brought about difficult realities that have really catapulted industry adoption of digital event-triggered surveys. We're helping them by talking to people right after they've satisfied a craving, giving researchers new and most accurate insight into how a fast food brand can be optimized for future consideration. That involves studying reasons consumers use one third-party ordering app over another, or more importantly, how consumers make selections on which third-party ordering app to use in the first place. What works best? Promotions, product, display images, free delivery. What other factors can be put into play to make either that app or that restaurant through that app be chosen most often by consumers? Talking to people with a survey triggered by an observed behavior is the start of an entirely new research angle for this and other business categories, and it's something that we're really excited to be launching here at MFour.
Now, for this series to continue, well, frankly, we need your input. And that means if you're a regular viewer, an occasional viewer, or maybe just tuning us in for the very first time today, we need you to help partner with us by organizing thoughts and observations that you see going on in the research marketplace during this COVID-19 crisis. And you can email those impressions and those feelings to me, rflbob@gmail.com. Our very simple process is going to transform your perspective or perspectives into a video commentary like the one you've just viewed. And we promise you it's going to make you and your business happy and proud. This has been your Research Business Daily Report for today, made possible by the exclusive community at our crowdfunding platform, patreon.com/RBDR. Now, we do appreciate that so many research executives, including some of you, make it a point to watch RBDR as it's released every day, Monday through Thursday. And we hope that you agree with the overall consensus that RBDR seems to be something that is time well spent. Now, if you do find that to be truthful, we hope you'll recommend us to friends and peers. It's easy to do for just about anybody. And we also hope you'll consider becoming a patron of RBDR, a Patreon supporter, which means committing a small monthly donation, actually any size, $5 perhaps for an individual, and maybe $20, $25 or more for a company. And yes, we do understand that this is a particularly tough economic period for many out there. So, of course, we're not asking you to stop everything you're doing and support us at this time. But you can help us if you like, and do so by going to patreon.com/RBDR. The coronavirus is not going anywhere soon, according to the experts, and so we plan to continue market research in the COVID-19 era for the foreseeable future. Knowing that, we hope you have a great research day and that we'll see you back with us tomorrow.